Alright guys, welcome back to Persona 5. Last time we met in Persona 5. We finished up the infiltration route to, actually no we didn't. We're still technically finishing that now, I guess. Essentially we finished infiltrating Madarame's palace. Now we are actually finishing, the section where we figure out our plan for the actual heist, because this heist isn't going to go like last time where we just walk straight up to the treasure and take it and then get into a boss fight. We actually have to do a little bit of intricate activity for this. First things first is we mentioned we did the guards room earlier where we messed with the power, the lasers, and the shutters. Well, the shutters were able to open us to the crane controls. The lasers did nothing because only Madarame can access that, and the power only went out for like a split second. So now this is kind of where it all comes together. Essentially what we're doing is we're going to be strapping Morgana to that hook and lowering it down to the treasure and taking it, and then running away. So basically a basic thief heist, I guess you could say. You know, how did no one notice that? Don't cranes make noise? Don't cranes that size make very loud noises? Wouldn't Madarame just turn around by instinct anyway? In fact, if they knew that there was a crane there, why didn't they think to, pay attention to that? I'm just saying, a lot of things could have been solved if they just, not been stupid. If the palace rulers were not stupid, none of this would have been happening. I mean, I guess they are confident in the fact that any sort of rebel is dumb, so yeah, whatever. I kind of keep forgetting that costumes are technically not real time for portraits, so meaning that all of the portraits that we're looking at right now don't match the costume. So it's weird seeing Yusuke in his Phantom Thief gear, even though he's wearing the Gekkoukan High outfit. Alright. So now our infiltration route is secured. We've got everything we need, so we just got to send that calling card, which I believe I do not do in this part. I was completely wrong on that. Okay, well, technically I do send it. I just don't, like, steal Madarame's heart, I guess you could say. Alright. I'm not sure if I actually mentioned any sort of... Oh, am I doing Velvet Room stuff? Oh, right, this part is actually dedicated to the Velvet Room. So, I know I explained the basic mechanics of the Velvet Room. I also believe I brought up the Caroline and Justine Confidant. That's actually what I'm doing right now. I'm actually working on the Caroline and Justine Confidant and sort of getting it to a good point in terms of level. See, how Caroline and Justine's Confidant works is you can do it anytime as long as it's before the end of the... Okay, I'm making sure I have reference of knowing what part... Oh, I need to know... Okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm making sure I have, personas matching the arcana of every Confidant. Oh, and I'm looking at my schedule so I know what personas need to be fused. So, the personas you need to fuse all are pretty easy personas to fuse by default. But what you need... So for this one, but most of them also require a certain skill in order to be counted. The first one was just a Jack Frost with Mabufala, which is pretty easy to do since... was it Bufu? Mabufu. Sorry, I thought it was Mabufala, sorry. Which is pretty easy to do because it's Jack Frost. He gets that by default by just leveling up and just obtaining him in the palace. Shiza, on the other hand here, you have to have him with Frey. You have to. This is actually where you really need to start learning about Arcana bursting, inheritance. You're gonna need to use your resources for the Velvet Room. You're also gonna need to learn how to use skill cards and what skill cards can do for you and stuff like that. This is. They really make a big deal out of this. Now, since this is a New Game Plus playthrough, I theoretically could have gotten away with registering the personas in the compendium and then later summoning them to finish the Confidant quickly. I didn't do that. I could have done that, but I didn't. I was stupid, okay? I did that in Royal, though. I did that in Royal. So, yes, you do, every time you finish up the Confidant, you finish up the request, you get a little bit of dialogue with them, and that's about it. I believe their dialogue is ranging, their arc is essentially, they're slowly starting to remember who they are. They're starting to remember that they're more than just what they think they are. They start having memories of, like, they're starting to wonder, like, where this list came from and who wrote it, who exactly is Igor and what is his deal. They start questioning that more. So that's actually pretty interesting. Wish they did that a little more in the main story, but what can you do? Because if you don't do this Confidant in the main, if you don't do this Confidant, the later towards the end of the game, they remember who they are, and it just seems really sudden. To me. Okay, so this one's Matador with Magaru. So essentially, you know, you fuse the personas that need to get to Matador, but you also need to make sure that one of those personas has Magaru. Or does Matador learn that by default? Not sure on that one, actually. I don't think I'm at the high enough level to be fusing that anyway. I don't even think I have the necessary personas.
Not terrible, but not impressive. You okay with this?
Remember how I said I was going to cut out Velvet Room stuff? I lied. Actually, when I said that, I kind of forgot that the Strength Confidant existed, I guess you could say. So, technically, I really wouldn't feel safe cutting out the Velvet Room. And so, I apologize for that. And actually, there's actually a later thing I accidentally do cut out that's me learning about a new Velvet Room mechanic. I believe I learned about lockdown. No, not lockdown. Group guillotines. No. Public executions. I learn about them, but I accidentally didn't record the cutscene because I just legitimately forgot to. I forgot that you learn that the moment you enter the Velvet Room after a certain point in the story. Because the thing is when when I stop a recording, I don't just stop the recording and then immediately start it like I do for, say, Batman Arkham Asylum. Like I did for Arkham Asylum. I check my inventory and see if there's anything I can update, check my Persona compendium, I check the schedule to make sure I am just on time, or in actually later cases, I'm ahead of schedule at a few points in terms of confidants. Because remember, I'm following the schedule pretty strictly for the sake of hanging out with certain confidants and when I go to the metaverse, because that's actually just what because some confidants are controlled by when you go to the metaverse versus when you don't. You know, if you go to the metaverse and finish up the infiltration route, you might as well immediately send the calling card, because the fellow Phantom Thieves will not hang out with you until you finish the calling card segments. And that sucks, but why am I showing this cutscene? Okay. I don't know why I'm showing this off. I don't get to Matador with Magaru at any point in this, do I? I think I'm just preparing for the boss battle.
Finished for now? You'd like to read read here.
Oh man, I forgot that my compendium was crap. I mean, In Persona 5 Royal, I have 99% of the compendium filled out.
This persona? You'll withdraw this persona?
Is that really a good idea?
Then accept this persona.
What am I doing?
This persona? This persona?
Matador's right there. I think I have Magaru on him. What am I doing?
No slacking off.
Okay. I think I was just summoning a persona that matched the Arcana that I needed. Me? Okay, there we go. Why did you do that? There was no reason for that. You're done with the palace. You're done. Get out. Alright. Oh, I was expecting the Triumph theme. I don't know why. You know, to be honest, I think the Persona 3 victory theme's the best victory. I like Persona 4s, but 3s, I don't know why. 3s just feels like a victory. It just seems like a very mellow theme after an intense battle. 5 certainly says, yeah, you won. I just noticed that Yusuke's not in the chat yet. It's not like you can use that, just saying. I haven't started the Temperance Arcana. I haven't started the Temperance Arcana, never mind. I was about to say I could theoretically do it. But I just remembered I technically haven't started it yet. Sauce, please. Oh, God. I actually do like the little comments that scroll through on the calendar. Sometimes they're funny. Oh, we're going to Takumi before we send the calling card. Now, I did mention that the Phantom Thieves confidants do not progress.
I suppose.
But, oh God, I forgot. I forgot Takumi had a voice change in Royal. It threw me off for a second. Like, wait, what? I'm so used to the other one. Actually, people are actually complaining about that, actually. That she got a voice change, and they say that the new voice actress is worse than the old one. I like the new one, actually. I think she's good. I think she did a really good job. I do like the old one, though. I like both of them. But to be honest, I like the new one a little bit better. I don't know why. I don't know why. I do see why people like the old one, though. I do see it. I just like the new one better, because it's just... I don't know why. I don't know. I think she was the only character that got a voice change, actually, in Royal, if I remember correctly. I know some characters redid their lines in a different delivery, but it's still the same person.
No.
Oh, yeah, and a patient she was researching on a while ago to cure a disease, I don't remember what it was off the top of my head, died. It's actually the main reason is actually the main reason we're helping her.
Sorry.
All right.
So now I get a discount at our clinic, which is nice, even though I barely shop there.
I don't know what to say.
So at this time of the recording, by the way, it is pretty obvious that I have played through Persona 5 Royal. love that game. I love it. It was really good. Finished it pretty quickly though. I mean, I guess my knowledge of Persona 5 Original helped out, I guess. But because I got it day one, thanks to pre-ordering, and it's thanks to the quarantine, I guess you could say. I finished it within like days. I finished it within like a couple weeks because I was playing on and off. I wasn't like marathoning it like some people were because, you know, I was still technically in class. But when I wasn't in class, I was playing through Persona 5 Royal. And I think I mentioned it last part too, but I will admit it's actually a really great reimagining of, would it really be considered a reimagining? I guess a really good version of Persona 5. Still highly recommend playing the original though, if you haven't already. Mainly because the original has its merits, and there are some aspects of the original that I feel may be more... What am I doing? Why am I just sitting here?
Next time, then.
I am so confused on what I'm doing right now. But the original Persona 5, I felt like I feel like it was a good foundation for Royal. Oh, okay. I'm making coffee. To where, you know, there are some aspects of the original 5 that I don't enjoy and that are questionable, and Royal does make them better, but I still feel that, you know, I feel that if you play a Royal first, you know, it won't feel the same. To me, there was a sense of enjoyment to me seeing the differences occur in Royal. Whether it was, you know, portraits having slight altercations or dialogue being improved significantly. Sorry about that, by the way. Dialogue being translated a little better. I felt that those differences felt more appreciated since I played through the original, and I feel like those differences can be noticeable to me. And also, it's just also... I also see Persona 5 Original as more of a challenge than Royal. Royal was easy for me. I have to be honest here. I had an easy time in Royal. I was coasting through it. I was wrong. I thought Phantom Thieves don't hang out. Why did I commit? I thought I was sending a calling card. Am I not sending the calling card tomorrow? What am I doing tomorrow? Ugh.
Sorry.
I know Yusuke won't hang out with you, but that's because you haven't finished Madarame's Palace yet. Even then, he doesn't start hanging out with you until after a certain point in the story. By the way, this is a clear reference to The Dark Knight, which is hilarious.
Cake or pie. People show you their true taste. I am nothing like you. You're a psychopath who bakes for money.
The premise of this seems so stupid. I'd watch this, though. I would honestly watch this. You know what, though? That just describes the DCEU in a nutshell. They try to seem so edgy with ridiculous premises. I.e. the Martha incident of 2016. Yeah, I'm not going to forget that. I don't think anyone's ever going to forget that. We're not allowed to forget it. The movies, though, are kind of funny. There are references to different movies and TV shows, different movies, and I think actually different games. Especially Atlas products. There are a lot of Atlas DLC, Atlas Easter eggs. There is Easter eggs to other Persona games, specifically 4 and 3. I believe there is a few references to Danganronpa. I don't remember how to pronounce it. It's a panda game. It's a game about. I gotta look it up. I can't remember the name. It's like Dangan. I don't want to pronounce butcher it and make somebody angry. I haven't played it personally. Danganronpa. I'm sorry if I butchered that name hard. Oh, Yoshida again. Man, I'm skipping this text a little fast, don't I think?
What?
Again, by the way, I am highly sorry if I am skipping text a little too fast. That is my fault. I read text really fast. It's I sometimes read faster than the voiceover in the game, and I end up skipping it. So there will be times where even in a voice section, I accidentally skip text, and that's actually because when I'm recording, especially if it's not post commentary, I tend to forget that I'm playing a game for somebody else that I'm recording, so I end up skipping it. If you follow my Twitter at ThatGenGamer, I've been playing Three Houses again recently, and there were some moments I posted online of just random moments throughout my Golden Deer playthrough, and there were times where I just skipped text in the middle of the dialogue. That's actually because of me. I read it faster than the voiceover, and that's just my fault. I don't know why I do. It's just, and in like, I just have it to where my finger kind of just presses it on its own, and I feel like I'm the only person with that problem, to be honest. But I still get what's going on for the most part. I haven't like skipped dialogue completely by accident or anything like that. And also there are times where I just sit here for a little too long. That's because I'm still looking at the schedule.
Well then, I'll see you again.
Not even worth a laugh. The Gargant Rogue. I think this is Goemon's book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's really funny that this game carries over social stats because I'm already at max. So I see no point doing what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway, just for the sake of showing it off, I guess. I guess that's the main reason I did it. I don't remember why I decided to follow my schedule really strictly, despite the fact that it's a New Game Plus playthrough. I think it was just for the sake of showing it off, but also just getting through the game as quickly as possible. Because, to be honest, I wanted to make sure I showed off every single aspect of the Confidants specifically. I didn't really want to miss the Confidants, Memento's requests, and there's something else I wanted to show off that I didn't. I guess show off the Caroline and Justine boss fight, even though I don't win.
What is the answer?
Because, I mean, yes, it is good to start a new file, and it makes sense that why I'm doing it. But the reason I didn't want to start a new file was because if I start a new file, I have a chance of accidentally screwing up and messing up my chance to finish out every Confidant, and I'd rather not, and I didn't want to risk that for this playthrough. I wanted to make sure that it was that all the Confidants were filled. So,
Nice.
sorry if it's not a original game playthrough like you wanted it to, but I mean, I am kind of willing to do like a stream series of some sort of
All right.
Persona 5 with the schedule in front of me, of course. and follow through a original profile playthrough. I mean, that's something up to everyone else, not me. I really don't. I mean, I'm willing to do it. I'm also willing to do the same thing for Royal, because I am gonna do Royal soon. Not soon. No. Probably whenever. I don't know. It could be tomorrow. um, I'll probably do it like probably 2 years from now. 2 years from when the Persona 5 LP started. Actually, no, 2 years when it ended, if the channel's even up for 2 years. Then again, the old one lasted a while, so, you know. Yeah, but I am willing to do a stream series. In fact, I kind of want to get back into streaming with YouTube. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't streamed in a while, and I've been kind of wanting to. Not sure what I would stream, though. I could do Fire Emblem Warriors again. Hyrule Warriors. Do Warrior streams again. That'd be fun. RPG streams. Maybe challenge mode streams of the Arkham series. You know, stuff like that, I guess. 100%. I mean, it's... whatever. I could do stuff. This is all just theoretical stuff. I'm not actually planning on doing these things just yet.
Let's do it.
But judging from the fact that I'm saving the game, I think that this is the end of the part. So the next time we meet in Persona 5, we will be sending the calling card. I know we're sending the calling card because the next part is long as hell, and I can see it in my editor. So see you guys next time for Persona 5, and take care.